day 58. Yeah, we are still in Hartselle. We slept in the tiny house over there. Oh my god, it was actually super fun. But poor Nightcrawler said he was cold all night. And oh my, it was hot all night. Anyway, it's almost 6 o'clock. The cafe opens for breakfast at 6, so we're gonna go back over there and then hit the convenience store to buy a gallon or so of water, since we were told that none of the water in town is safe to drink because of radiation and overly high levels of sulfur in the tap water. Eesh, nasty. Other than that, it looks like it's gonna be a day pretty much like yesterday, probably weather-wise. But we're going back up into the hills a little bit today, I think, as we make our way towards Breckenridge. I was hoping we'd make it to Como, which is like the next place, like a community center. It's just a crossroads, really, but there's camping allowed there. Because it looks like a lot of the walk between here and there is on private land. But it also looks like there are a couple of springs, so I hope they're running. They should be running. It's been a wet year. It was very wet yesterday. It rained again when we left the cafe last night, or the bar last night. But we'll just see how it goes. I'm waiting for Nightcrawler to come out of the tiny house so we can go to breakfast. So we just finished breakfast at the Highline Cafe. Their breakfast was really good. Saw half the people at least that we saw last night at the bar. Hartselle is not a large town. Apparently it's the geographical center of the entire state of Colorado. It's pretty much still just an intersection. Anyway, now we're off to the convenience store to buy some water that's safe to drink to get on up out of town.
Oh, I was thinking I'd spin for shit.
Alright. Well, Nightcrawler failed to make himself puke by riding the spinny merry-go-round or whatever. We got ourselves stored in the community center. There's like electrical outlets in there. We just turned on the breaker while we were in there and then turned it back off before we took off. But now we're gonna go back over to the bar cafe to use the bathroom one more time, because we're actually walking on Highway 24 for like 4 miles, and I drank probably a half dozen cups of coffee at breakfast. So, and then it'll be so long, Hartselle, and we'll be heading towards Como. 8:30, and we are off like a herd of turtles out of Hartselle. I like to walk on Highway 24 for like 4 miles. We'll probably look a lot like those guys. So we get to County Road 15th, heading up towards Como. Hopefully there's some water on this route. We each only have a couple of liters. I'm about to cross over the South Platte River. There's some beautiful bird out here making some beautiful racket. We can't find the birds, so I guess it must be some kind of ground bird. Look, it's another wiggle river. This thing is wiggling all over the place. It actually looks a lot more clear than the other one did. Oh, very pretty. So we just crossed the bridge on Highway 24 over the South Platte River, and there's all these horses out there, beautiful horses, and even a couple of ponies, which is awesome. But one of these horses out here is completely stuck and dragging around some barbed wire, which is alarming. So I called the cafe where we just had breakfast and where we had dinner last night and talked to Abby. She knew who to call. She knew whose horses they were. So that's awesome. Somebody can come out and help this horse get freed. And we can feel like we actually tried to do something to help without, you know, there's an awful lot in between us and these horses. But, oh, that poor guy. This has got to be miserable. He's just dragging around what looks like part of a barbed wire fence. And all the other horses seem to feel pretty bad for him too, because they're all kind of crowded around him. Poor guy. Help's on the way. Sorry we couldn't do more. Mer. Check out all this hot swallow action. There must be a lot of bugs in the sky because these guys are going nuts right now. So I don't know where they're living. There's a culvert here, a little tunnel under the road, but not the usual bridge that you see where the swallows are going nuts. They like to hole up, but they're fun to watch. Still walking Highway 24. This is an incredibly busy road. There's next to no shoulder. There's a little bit on the side, it's slanted, but it's not bad. Anyway, it's busy in both directions. And at first I was letting, Nightcrawler walk ahead so we could go his pace. But despite the heavy traffic, he's basically insisting on walking right on the pavement with large cars going both directions. I know that he's basically trying to assert his right to be on the side of the road, but it was fucking stressful watching him play chicken with all these fucking vehicles because most of them on this road are barely moving over. So I kept having like these nightmare visions of some cars slamming into him and he would slam into me, taking us both out while he tries to assert his rights. Well, I agree. We definitely have the right to be here. Be smart about it and live through the fucking roadwalk. So I had to pass him up because it was stressing me out so bad to see that. Like, he's walking along this road. His sticks are like jabbing into the lane of traffic. There's brodozers and recreational vehicles everywhere. Hey, how's it going? Some tour divide riders. Awesome. But yeah, so I passed them up because fuck all that. It's just better for your feet to walk on the side anyway, but it's fucking dangerous up here. I don't need to see it. I mean, it's stressful to watch somebody who's talks so much about, letting people shoot him or break his leg so he could sue him for a lot of money. Play chicken in traffic. So, whew, I had to speed up a little bit. But, my heart was racing. I was, super anxious, super stressed out, worrying about having a horrific accident. So, I'm just going to get to where the turnoff is, and I'll wait for him there. Take some deep breaths, calming breaths, because this road is stressful. But, yeah, calm down. Everything will be fine. Just be smart about your road walking. Stay off to the side. Don't try and make your stand in a place where people pretty clearly do not give a shit. All right. Looks like I'm coming up on to our turn off this highway. Oh, thank goodness. I cannot wait to get off this road. We've been on worse, but this is definitely one of the busier ones. And speed limit 65. They don't really give you a lot of room. It's busy in both directions. Mostly large vehicles. Definitely if you get hit, you're going to be one of these roadside crosses, but not until you're first a road top grease mark. I have no interest in going out that way. So, getting off this road, and I guess the road we're turning onto I think is not paved. No, much better, much more chill. Usually the speed limits are a lot lower, and mostly you have the entire road to work with because they're not nearly as busy. I mean, this is a busy ass road. These cars are going fast, and frequently with traffic in both directions, there's really no room for them to give you room. So he was doing this yesterday on the country road, You know, basically walking down the middle of it to force people to slow down as they passed us so they wouldn't dust us. And that's one thing, you know, like there's a lot of room on the dirt road. We do not want to eat dust. The speed limit's only 40 and there's hardly any traffic, so there's plenty of room for people to go around. This is an entirely different animal. This is a highway and it's a very busy one. So people are less interested. I mean, it's not like we're eating, you know, diesel or, you know, exhaust, whatever. But that's just part of walking on a highway. There's nothing the cars can do about it, whether they're going fast or slow, whether they give you room or not. So I'll feel much better when we get back on the dirt roads. He can walk in the middle as much as he likes, and I don't have to stress out about watching my loved one get blown into 1,000 tiny pieces because he's trying to make a point. Yeah, it is our road. Oof. I'm gonna turn up it. Find, hopefully, a little place to sit down. Yeah. Nope, there's no shade. Whatever. That's cool. It's not that bad out here right now. It's just sunny. Hang out and wait for him to turn the corner. Yay. Yay, there he comes. Not squished yet. Woohoo. Of course, there's no shade here at this intersection, but it don't look like there's any shade on the road either, so I left him a spot to sit on this down pole, hang out here for a minute, recollect ourselves, catch our breaths, and then we'll wander up this road 15. Actually, Elkhorn Road, County Road 15 is what takes us pretty much to Como. We'll hang out on this road for a while, across another section of this basin, I guess. But that sign says camping is restricted on this road in Park County, which I think we're on the entire road. So, yeah, I don't know what that means, but I guess we'll figure it out. There's no phone service here, so I can't call. I probably wouldn't anyway. So we already got a little cloud cover, yay! Because it was hot, I'm sweating. We got up a little bit too, so you can actually see Spinney Reservoir over there off of Highway 24. Like how vast and giant this basin is. And some more interesting collections of various abodes and various states of disrepair or ingenuity, as was the case with back there. That little house has like the back half of a short bus outside. Not sure what that's for. The little spot next to it was like a small camper and looked like a one-person observatory tucked away in a ditch, which seems weird. Wouldn't you want your observatory higher? And we passed a homestead-looking place a minute ago that had a satellite dish on it, and a PT Cruiser parked next to it. Still an outhouse out back, but yeah, random. Ooh, hey, there's a dome over there. Cool. Yeah, this is what you get when you got no zoning laws and code enforcement does not come to your area. You can do what you want, which I kind of like. I guess this is what you do when you park your house in a place with no fill dirt and you don't feel like leveling your earth. But hey, this guy, I screw your fill dirt. I level my own house. Turquoise house is up on bricks. So don't worry about earthquakes around here. We are not in California. Okay, I don't know why, but I dig these people. They have just like the most random collection of crap. They have like a pickup bed, an oversized privy there, stuccoing. It looks like a giant oven back there. A smaller privy, the Winnebago. But my favorite is their entry sculpture. I don't even know what to call that. But I bet they got names. I got so many questions for these people. Their neighbors probably hate them. Well, a few miles into Elkhorn Road, And I'm liking it better already. At least there are some spots with trees, like right up here, where we're gonna have to sit for a minute, because then we'll be back out in the open again for a while. But at least there's something. And yesterday, oh my God, and the day before, there was not shit. Actually, it looks like down the road, there's trees here and there. Oh, then they're gone for a while. I just caught the look down valley. But that's all right. We got a little something here. Take what we can get while we can get it. This has got to be the least specific for sale sign ever. Like, all of it. You just get it all. The entire valley. Look how low these planes are flying. There was one right in front of that one. So low. Wow. Not sure what kind of planes those are, but they look too big and they sound too loud to be crop dusters. In other news, we're walking towards a storm. Whoops. And over here there's storm. Wind's kind of coming this way. Just need this breeze to keep pushing the hole towards us, because there's no really neat place to hide out here. At least there are things taller than us out here, not like last time. I don't get their sign. Why whiskey? Why not? Why not whiskey? That is the question. Nice place though. Some people are nice. Got away. Awesome. Thank you. At least on this road. Uh-oh, he's got the windshield wipers on. Man! But I still think we're in the sweet spot. The nice thing about this road is that there are a few places that are kind of closest to the road. So if it starts to pour and get it on, I'm totally gonna go over and knock on their door and be like, can we just sit on your porch for a minute to avoid freezing to death? Or just getting wet, you know? Because like, then we just smell worse. Thanks. So far I'm managing to stay in the sweet spot. Even have a shadow in full sun. But now it's a headwind. Of course it's a headwind, we're going uphill. And this is too many of us. Damn it. I just accept that we're gonna get wet at some point every day. It's monsoon season in Colorado. But luckily they don't last very long. Oh, here's hope. This is the area of the canyon you live in when you have a trailer hoarding problem. That guy's got like at least 3 I can see, but oh, damn. I don't see any self-storage signs. It's like, we just can't stop picking up trailers. There's maybe like a dozen. They're probably Airbnb them out now. This is the Moon and Back Ranch. Apparently we have home building all wrong. First you put in your counter and then you build your house around it. And it appears to be their approach here. Bold move, bold move. All right, we're entering the Mud Springs State Trust Wildlife Management Area. Mud Springs. Probably not potable water, but damn. Can you imagine like a hot spring mud bath combo? Oh my God, your skin would just look and feel delightful. You stink like rotten eggs, I imagine, but other than that, fabulous. Our luck is still more or less holding out with the moisture. We got just a couple of sprinkles. There's like the tiniest ones. Kind of like over there. You see like the rain is raining, but it's barely hitting the ground. It's kind of like being kissed by a cloud. That's fine, I don't mind that at all. I feel refreshed. In the absence of finding a mud spring. In other news, I think that sign probably says we're about to leave the Mud Springs WMA. I did not see anything that even looked like a mud spring. Like one dirt puddle, like with some marshy grass around it, but we didn't investigate. It was off the road a little bit. A little bit ago, we passed a windmill that wasn't working and a solar panel with no tank. Now we have a windmill missing, I would say the most integral part of a windmill, and a tank, no solar panel. And another news, I don't know what this facility is up here, but they have an impressive array of antennas surrounding their property. It's interesting. I have so many questions for the people that live out here. Like, what the hell? What is happening up here? What is happening with your driveways that go all the way around a barn? What is up with this? Ooh, there is water. Holy shit. I'm gonna top off. What? Nice. Aha, so there is a solar panel. It's on top. It's almost flat. I didn't see it until I got closer. But hey, fresh water. Nice. The solar well sounds like an air raid siren, depending on how strong the sun is. Or it just sounds like it's in horrible, horrible pain. Just, I can't stop. I don't want to work anymore. So someone's got this extensive radio antenna system going on here. And the only clue to solving this mystery is that there is a security sign up by their little gate up there. And also that you are not to speed through the antenna up Antelope Lane. Curious. Those things are huge. Somewhere up there, like about straight around where that green roof cabin is supposed to be Lucky Gym 3 mine. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means it was like Lucky Gym number 3 is, and there were 3 Lucky Gyms, so they had to just start numbering them, or if it was Lucky Gym's 3rd mine, or what. It's just a waypoint on Gaia. No further information given. I'm already enjoying this road walk so much more than yesterday's and the day before. It's a lot more interesting. I guess maybe in like a mile or so, we should be coming up on the Elkhorn Community House, which is also noted on Gaia as a waypoint. And it's on the topo. So we'll see if there's anything there. In the meantime, we shall enjoy our view, our commanding view, if you will, of these snow-capped mountains we are opting to not walk through. Look at that cow with his emo hairdo. Little horns. And oh, you got a Poindexter hairdo. But yeah, emo. Oh my goodness. I wonder what kind of cows these are. These cows don't seem as scared. Hi, cow. Oh, maybe. Ooh, they're hairy. Oh, look at that little gray one. All right, these are some of the cuter cows I've seen. They're like mini-me cows, mini-moos. This is where the mini-moos come from. It's all right. Don't freak out, cows. Sorry about your hair, number 49. He was the most curious one. Oops. Boy. Oh, I love the little gray one. Looks so soft. They do have some stupid hair, though. Oh, my goodness. I'm sorry. You need some product. They're probably all covered. Oh, yeah, it is. Oh. Wow, somebody had an accident. Somebody was in the wrong place at the wrong time. That guy just stopped and said, y'all haven't got very far in the last 2 days. He totally looked like a ginger Joe Dirt. Well, a little heavier than Joe Dirt, but that was hilarious. He said saw us walking into Hartsville yesterday, outside of Hartsville this morning, We're slow. What? We're on foot. You guys be ripping past us, kicking dust. We are in no rush. He's like, I got a long way to go if you're going to 285. Yeah, that's just the next stop, man.
There's a canoe stuck in that window.
Wow.
I've never got to see those things before.
No, I don't think most people have. There is a canoe stuck in that windmill. Huh. Yeah.
You steal my lines.
That's different. I just repeat what you said for clarity. There's a canoe in the windmill. I repeat, a canoe in the windmill, which also is non-functional. We're coming up on the Elkhorn Community House. We're gonna go explore it, of course. It's got a propane tank out back. Where's a weirdly shaped rock? Huh. Seems like as good a place as any to take a break. Well, there's no trespassing signs on the property, which sucks. Clearly the cows didn't get the memo, but we're gonna sit on the front porch anyway for a minute in the shade. And thus ends our lunchtime intermission at the Elkhorn Community House, which technically we didn't really trespass in because we didn't try to, enter it or anything. We just sat on the porch in the shade, on the veranda, if you will, and enjoyed a gourmet lunch of hiker trash food. And now, onward. And there you have the downside to no zoning restrictions or code enforcement. That guy's emporium of crap, just littering the hill. It's huge. And zoom out, zoom in. Wow. That is a lot of rubble. All different colors, shapes, sizes, variations of shininess. Horrible. Oh my God, your neighbors definitely hate you, buddy. Ugh, that's gross. Got the buffalo down this road, going directly toward Mr. Shitstack's house. I actually kind of want to go exploring around there. Like, I'm barely able to discern what's going on there. See a house, a barn, and then just giant shit. But I wonder if Buffalo is that little hill right there. Kind of looks like a buffalo. Maybe. We've already walked past, or not walked past, but skirted Buffalo Peaks. But I can see it. Kind of looks like a buffalo. There's a really beautiful view down there. Oh my goodness, I just definitely want to live down valley from that guy. That is a dumb place to put a house. Oh my God, I'm sure they have views aplenty, but that house has got to get the shit beaten out of it every day by the wind. Oh my God. All by itself, looking down on all us little people. Whew, look at that view. Beautiful. Whew. Just got to the top of another little hill. I actually was just thinking how lucky we are that we got picked up by Rollin and Joan the other day, because that road we were walking, I mean, this is an open, exposed road, and it's really busy. There's a ton of traffic on it. But there's like definitely places and options that are really close to the road without going too deep off it, or without having, or by having to jump fences to find some place to camp out here, which is good, because on that road we were on, they picked us up off of, there was nothing. I mean, maybe, we definitely weren't going to make it to Hartselle. And beyond where they picked us up, I mean, there was nothing. We would have been just out in the wide open, potentially illegal, I don't know. A lot of that land is private. Most of it seems. And, oh wow. Look at these guys, look at their fans. Oh, it's cowboy boots. It's a boot fence. Cool. Interesting. But yeah, oh my gosh. We lucked out all to hell with that, because we would have been screwed trying to find a place to pitch. On this road, I don't think we're going to have a problem. There have been patches here and there, easily accessible from the road the entire way, so I think it should be all right. And, now, I'm just going to enjoy this view for a while. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's a really lovely day out here. And knock on wood, we've continued to be lucky in avoiding getting rained on today. It's already 4 o'clock. Man, I don't want to get all like, you know, overly confident or anything or optimistic, but that's not bad. Pretty damn good. So we're at the local watering hole. This is Elkhorn Spring, like literally. Traffic fucking everywhere. Oh, and a sign that says keep away from water. There's an old pump over there. Luckily, neither of us needs any water right now. But yeah, I can also tell you, I can assure you, that if I was desperate for water, I would ignore your "do keep away from the water" sign and pick some up anyway. Since there's no Culligan man out here, well, I guess you got it running enough to hit back up the road. This is kind of cool though. Holy shit, this is Brodozer Parade. These motherfuckers, and like they ain't even trying to slow down anymore. They just dust us out all over the place. But yeah, there's frogs in there. There's all kinds of different birds. It's a pretty cool little spot, just like right in the middle of, I don't know, like nowhere. It's a bunch of hills. Still beautiful. This view off of Elkhorn Gulch is pretty awesome. So beautiful. Ooh, there's some sketchy business. I'm sure nothing horrifying has occurred there. Wow, look at this. Look at the mountains, look amazing. I'm so glad to be enjoying them from afar. Even though I'm getting extremely exhausted with all these brodozers dusting us and throwing rocks. Oh well, you win some, you lose some. And I think as far as views go, definitely winning. So on the Gaia map, this is marked as Elkhorn Ranch. Build for sale. I guess they mean they're trying to sell the building. There's a bunch of old buildings on here. But wait, there's more. A collection of crap. I actually thought maybe there were people here working or something, but this is pretty awesome. It's got a lot of cool old stuff on it. It's too bad it's not you know, kind of like the Elkhorn Community House. These places aren't being restored, you know, for their historic value or preserved. I mean, if they're marked on a topo map, there's clearly some history there. It's not like they're the only places on the planet or the only places in this area. But nope, it's on a topo map. Looks rad as hell. I don't know what that sign is. I don't want to go on these people's property. I mean, that's like creepy shit. I don't even know if there's anybody in there. It looks like there's one car that may be running. You obligatory pile of crap out front. It's just a shame that, you know, a place with that kind of value isn't being restored or preserved or something. Maybe in my next life I'll be a philanthropist. A land baron philanthropist. Definitely don't have the money to do that this life though. No matter how many times I shake out that couch. Well, crap. This side of the little hill definitely looks a lot more desolate. And maybe it will be harder to find a place to camp. After all, yikes. At any rate, we're gonna stop here shortly, like 2/3 of a mile, I think, at a link spring and fill up on water. The next water after that I see on the topo on Gaia is Slater Ditch. But it looks like it's like a wide marshy area, and it actually shows islands of tailings in it from mining. So probably not really interested in drinking a ton of that water if I don't absolutely have to, which would suck. The map also shows that there's a fire station a little bit beyond that, but who knows if it's still in use. It's like the only thing there. I have no idea. So many mysteries. I don't know. First one to get solved will be, where is Link Spring? Go find it. It's down there in those hills somewhere. Okay, so this spring should be here somewhere. See a mud hole that looks like it has some water in it. Off to the right, that would be our spring. I don't think there's any pipes for these, so it's basically just go in and get it, just like it was a cow pond. But at least this water doesn't have a keep away from the water sign, so that's nice. It showed that where the road we're on curves here, there might be a bigger puddle of water on the other side over there, but this doesn't look too bad. I don't know, might check out both sides just to get from the one that's looking better. And it looks like there's a bunch of signs down there. What the hell? Oh well, at least mystery one solved. We found Lake Spring, and here it is. Okay, well, we got water from the spring. Poor Nightcrawler. He did not want to get water from that spring. Neither did I. Basically, it's like a cow pond. But it is what it is. There's the only water on here. That bike route guide doesn't show a lot of water sources, because these guys are basically making it to these little towns in between within a matter of like a few hours half day. So not like a day and a half like we are. Anyway, he said his toe was killing him. So it's 5:30 and a storm is coming over that ridge right behind us. So I'm taking off in front to find us hopefully find us a good decent place to camp. And then as I was walking away, he yelled behind me to let me know that he just broke his water filter. Eesh. Uh-oh. That ain't good. But at least I have a water filter, and there's REI and Dylan, so we can get ourselves sorted out there. And I'd like to go a little farther, but I'm actually looking at this ditch right here. It would not be a horrible place to camp. So this road goes along this ridge behind me, the Link Ridge, not the little hill, but I think the hill's behind it. I'm not sure. Yeah, to go a little further. It's only 5:30. We didn't get nearly as far today as I was hoping we would. So, Jesus Christ. Fuck you. That guy almost hit me. Oh my god. Whatever. Anyway, so I'm gonna try and find a place to tuck in somewhere along this ridge before it ends, so we at least have some cover from the wind, and hopefully get the tent up before it starts to rain. Good times. Yay, hiking. Wow, whoever's place this was or is, I'm going with was, not only did they build this long ass low rock wall, but they've like handmade like a rock bridge liner over the culvert to get it back up into their property. Which is, if they had a house, if it was my house, I'd put it in between those two little hills. Crazy. Oh, because there's the end of the rock wall. Property over. So it's only a little after 6, but the only like hills we have left until the next water and possibly Tacoma, I'm not sure. But at any rate, the only hills we have in front of us for today are these little hills. I guess this actually is the Link Ridge. There's just a bunch of little knobs in front, knobs in back. The ridge runs along for about another like mile and a half after the spring. But otherwise, we would have to camp pretty much open, completely exposed to the road, which is very busy. And considering the Park County camping restriction sign we saw when we got on this road, I'd just as soon come in off it. So there's the road down there. I came back up in here. I found this spot, which is pretty flat. You can tell that somebody lived here or tried to live here, was gonna build here or whatever. They appear to have given up some time ago, but nobody's gonna see us up here because nobody's gonna be looking up this hill. They're all pretty much just focused on the road. So anyway, we're gonna wake up super early tomorrow and get the rest of this road done early as possible because it sucks getting dusted all day, rocks flung up and shit. But yeah, so day over. We're just gonna kick back and relax and have an early night. Nightcrawler doesn't think this tent blends into this hill any better than my bright yellow tent. Dude, we're practically like invisible. Get out of my head. Creepy. So for dinner tonight is essentially courtesy of Scott from Iowa, who we met yesterday in Hartselle. He kicked me down this salami and Jarlsberg cheese. Holy smokes. He also gave me a couple little olive oils. I put one into my old olive oil bottle to save some room, and also because I was kind of afraid that they would explode in my bag. Yeah, anyway, those are going with the olive oil and a little bit of chopped garlic on this loaf I got from the Little Red Hen Bakery in Salida, which I got half off because I got a half a loaf for $3 because it was day-old bread, which to me is totally irrelevant. Anyway, and the alcohol prep pad I used to clean the knife and the lid afterwards to get the salami and cheese grease off. But the best part is dessert. One package of entirely smashed donuts. But hey, it's America's #1 donut, so who am I to complain? Well, dinner was just more or less a success. I didn't eat the donuts because, oh my god, they were going to be a giant mess in here. And it's raining out, so I wasn't going to stand outside and eat them. It's not raining that hard, but who wants soggy donuts? They're already crumbled. Anyway, we're getting up early. Nightcrawler is super excited that we're going to get up at 3. Like kid on Christmas excited. Whatever. So that means that basically it's almost 8 o'clock, so better go to bed. Night.